Good evening. It's still Wednesday, the 22nd of April, and I am doing it's the evening now, and I'm doing a quick little repot on this peach tree that was grown from seed from my ornamental peach that I have in front of my house. This is one of many that I have, but this one, it's been living in this little plastic training pot for long enough, and I decided that I'm going to try to see if I can put it in something that looks a little more attractive, a little more sturdy than this. So let's get to it. I'll pop it out there first, and just going to tease some of that dirt away. See what we got here. All right, so I've teased away some of the dirt here. I've got the screening here, but I also see that I have some roots that have grown through the screening. They're kind of thick roots, and they are kind of like twisted upon each other. Up top, we're looking at, we got not a bad root flare out there. We've got a few, though, that are kind of coming up high and double back on themselves. A part of this was because they were in a small pot for too long. And I don't know if I've got any good roots underneath them. Should we try to reposition them, straighten them out, or just say, hey, you've got better roots you can use, so we'll use them. Tease out a little bit more. Let me see if I can get in something with a little finer tip there on my shish kebab skewers. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is you've got these two roots that are kind of coming up here, and then there's nothing really underneath them. So I might try to see if I could free these up without damaging them. I might be able, well, there I go, it's a little bit of it right there. I don't know if that was damaged. I might be able to kind of like, spread them out and hold them down. So let's see if I can get the other one freed up. Who knows, maybe that's one of the ones that are going underneath the screen. No, here we go. Okay, so I got them freed up, and we might be able to just kind of like hold them down somehow. If I can get them to hold down, I might be able to save them as part of the root structure. And again, right now this was planted in a tree kind of at an angle. So yeah, these grew up. If I keep it parallel to its root base, where the root base is here, it does tip the tree a little bit more upright. But again, I can also kind of lay down those roots there a little bit and still have that nice little angled curve of this tree. Let's see if I do that without my meaty paws in the way. All right, kind of like that. And we might even be able to accentuate that curve even more. That might be something we can do. Let me see if I can tease out a few more of these roots that look like they might curl under. If I can get them out flat, and we can get them anchored in something. I'm hoping not to cut too many roots this late in the potting season with this much this much leaves already out. And it's shaping up to be a hot, dry spring. Yeah, I've freed these up a little bit. I don't know how much I can. This one's really double back right underneath the tree. We might, there we go. We got that one to come out. How are we doing on the screen? Might need to cut those out of the screen. We can see that, yeah, these are kind of embedded into the screen. So I'm gonna have to come right behind the screen, give it a little trim. There's one other one right here. There we go. So we got the screen freed up, and that was all that was really attached to that end. So we didn't lose a lot of root on that. But let's tease this out a little bit more. And just see if we can get everything flared out. Yeah, and I can see that I remove all that dirt, all that soil. We got basically just kind of like two little roots that go down, and the other roots kind of curled under a little bit. But again, I think we can flatten them a little bit. We can get this fairly flat, wide root base if I just take those two off. And again, I used the wrong scissors on that a little bit. Let me go back to my root pruning scissors, my pruners. There we go. Get those off. Okay. If I can get these to spread out, I think we got a pretty good root base on that. If I can get the, again, I don't want to do too much root damage to this. I would like to have them in a little bit better situation. There we go. Let me make sure these get a little watered. So they don't dry out too much. There we go. Cut that back just a little more. There. Now I can get that fairly flat. And again, I think I might be able to find a way to get those roots to spread out. All right, so now to find an appropriate bowl for this. Okay, I've gathered a few bowls. I'm kind of favoring towards the red tone ones because of the kind of like burgundy colored leaves. This one, I mean, was almost a pretty close match. But the only thing I was concerned about was that it doesn't allow me to kind of spread out those roots very well. It's just a little small. This one, however, I thought, a lot of room to spread the roots out, but will it be too big? This one is actually a nice little pot that comes with its own tray. It's glued on there, but it also already has its wires and screen in there. This was actually a Christmas gift that I got from my younger daughter, Megan. That might work. It gives us a little bit more room to spread the roots out, but not as much. Kind of the same thing when we go into this purple bowl. A little more room to spread out, but not a ton. And then I got away from the red tones, purples and stuff like that, and decided like, okay, maybe I've got a nice shallow white bowl, and I can spread out those roots pretty much as far as I wanted, but not have to worry about it being so deep like this one is here. It's a hard decision sometimes. You know, aesthetically, I like these, but this is fairly early in the plant's life, and so aesthetics may not be as important as function at this point. So I think I've talked myself into it. I'm going to try the white shallow bowl so I can get the roots to spread. Also, this allows me to kind of move the tree from side to side. So let me get these other ones out of the way. Okay, so I've put some screen in, wired those down with some thin, very thin wire, and then put in a little bit of a thicker wire there. I don't know my mills, sorry. Big and bigger. And so now I'm going to put in a layer of soil. I might need to go get some more out of the greenhouse. Gonna keep a relatively flat layer there, because again, I'm trying to see if I can put a little bit of a mound in the center, and then see if I can get this spread out a bit. Get a little bit closer to this side. Straighten out these roots. Oh, a little clump of them. I guess they were just hanging on for dear life there. And get these flared out. Even a little bit will be better than what it was before. Okay, and now I'm going to try kind of wire that down in place, and just relatively loosely, because there's not a lot of root base to hold it in place, but I'm going to maybe see if I can just use the firmness of that wire to kind of hold it in place. Okay, so I'll be right back. I gotta get a little more. I underestimated how much needed to fill that. Okay, I'm back. And with just a little bit more, we can cover that up. Now we're just gonna, again, not a lot of roots to work it into. They were very compact in the that little cup, but when you had them all spread out and straightened out, there's a lot of space in between them. So I'm really hoping that this will put out a lot of new root growth, but also that'll hopefully translate it with a lot of canopy growth here. Get some more branches out of here. There's little tiny little starts of branches here. There's a branch that's coming up over here. Just let it grow this year. Okay, I think that's all we need on this. A little ornamental purple peach or burgundy peach. But let's hope it likes its new home. I'm going to give it a little bit of just to wet down the surface of it so that stuff doesn't go too much out of place while I'm moving it. Okay, that's it for today. That's my purple peach. And I'm happy with how my final decision on which pot to put it in. I went with function over aesthetics at this point. We can always decide, once this is matured a little bit, to put it in a pot that more correctly complements. Some of those were kind of like really matchy. It's like, okay, purple pot, purple leaves, purple pot, purple leaves. Maybe the idea of having the white pot contrasting with the dark burgundy purple leaves will actually look better. I don't know, but right now I think the idea of having wide and flat pot with a little bit of offset of the tree in its base to kind of counterbalance the fact that we've got a lot of movement in this direction. At least that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. All right, so that's all for now. Y'all stay cool, and happy bonsai.